Hello, I'm Andrew and today I'm going to review this Sansui integrated tuner amplifier TA-500. And yes, you can see it. Okay. And well, it's my first movie in my stereo room, my first review in my stereo room. And this setup you will see more often from today on. And I decided to use for most my reviews, I will use these speakers, the Magnat MSP70. I never, well, one time, that was years ago, I made a test, a VS test, the Yamo 6 tall speakers between these and other speakers. Yes, I make a test. And well, the Magnat MSP70 I will do, well, why not review it in the same time, I can make this review from this Magnat MSP70 because I never did a review from this speaker before. These speakers were from 1989 and I bought in 1991 brand new the Magnat 05, the 05. And before the 05 you had the Magnat MSP70, and that is exactly this speaker, and it's the same speaker as the Magnat 05, only the mid range, the mid speaker is different, yeah, and it has some black, well, it is I don't know what it is soft material, yeah, and it is fluo stuff like silk. And the 05 had light gray, like this one. I'm gonna show you this speaker. This is the same as the Magnat 05. Yeah, only the name is 1.5. And this is how the Magnat 05 was looking. Yeah, I didn't test this one out yet, but I think it will sound the same as the 05 of as this MSP70. And as you know, I used for a long time this big Magnat 07, yeah, but I think the balance from these speakers are not as good as this MSP70 because the bass is too much. The bass is not good in balance with the rest of the speaker, and that's why I'm going to use, well, this one, the Magnat 1.5, and that's the same as the 05, or I will use this MSP70, and because really I have this new speaker downstairs, this Canton Karat 709 DC. I just test these speakers for you, but believe me guys, these speakers will come very close in sound quality, because and even if these speakers are old, let me see, 10, 20, 26 years old, they sound terrific. They sound terrific. They don't look big, yeah, bulky, but they have a tremendous power and tremendous sound. And that's why I made the choice to use these speakers instead of all these speakers here, yeah, for my future movies, for my future reviews and tests. That's also, if I use the same speaker over and over again, it is for you easy to see the difference in sound, yeah, because when I use every time a different speaker, it's hard for you to tell or to say, well, is it the speaker or is it the amplifier what sounds better or worse? Okay, that's why I have the plan to, I also had the plan to place these speakers in my bedroom, but then I thought, no, my review room is more important than my bedroom, so probably I will, aren't they beautiful, so probably I will use, well, maybe the Magnat 1.5 over there, or maybe in a different speaker, maybe the white MSP200, never tested before because they have broken tweeters, yeah. I have some other speakers left, the Magnat MSP60 you already heard, but I think the bass or the woofer is too small, yeah. This woofer is 25 centimeters, yes, and the one from the MSP60 is only 60 centimeters. Enough of the speakers. I also placed below it a Marantz 2238, a black version, and both black version. And as you see right away, the difference why Marantz is so popular is the looks. And I think in this case, between these two, the Marantz is only 2 times 38 watt, and this thing is 2 times 50 watt. But in this case, the looks from the Marantz is obviously for me the better one. Yeah, this one have plastic knobs. So let's concentrate on the Sansui. Maybe later I make a VS test, a sound test between this Marantz and this Sansui. Okay, and well, this thing came out in 1978. And 1978, 1979, until they were produced until 1980. Yeah, and you can see that in 1978 already these plastic knobs did its entry by Sansui. Sansui was before Marantz. Marantz changed these metal knobs much later. Yeah, in plastic. Anyway. It's about the sound this time. Yeah. If you want to know the specs of this receiver, you have to go to my description box. I place all the specs there. I don't think it's important, or it will take too much time to tell you all the specs. Only I will tell you it's about 11 kilo. Yeah, and it is 2 times 50 watt. Yeah, you already saw the cleaning movie from this receiver, so I will do a test between good speakers. You heard the sound over my MSP60, but that sound was not really, you know, those speakers are too light, I think. Anyway, this is how it sounds, and is my background not beautiful? I'm so happy with this new stereo room, and this will be my future setup. Unbelievable. And every time you will see my background and oh, this harmonic. Wow. Well, you have to wait for all these receivers. They will come soon enough on my video, on my YouTube channel. Yeah, I will review them all. Yeah, but for now, let's do on this thing. Well, I had that beautiful neutron player, but then those guys told me, well, it is you already used it for 5 days. Now it's time to buy it, and I don't want to buy it. So, well, let me see, where did I stay? That's the loudness.
Same old, don't mile in an instant. Everything is shaking in between. If you'd ever land upon it, you better know what's on it. It's in the ground, the planet, and you are it. You are tears and those rocks in my heart. What to do? Not in the way. I'll be so bewildered. I won't know what to do. Might as well give up.
I just placed my bass on 2 stripes extra, yes, and I put my treble 1 stripe back, because when I played this thing on neutral, without the loudness of course, just neutral, I don't like the sound. I miss some bass, and it is too sharp, the sound. That's why I play it this way now, okay? Well, I heard a story about Madonna, and not only about Madonna. I heard the same counts for Justin Bieber and Britney Spears, and lots more, that they are not singing live when on stage. They are playbacking, and they have proof. It is proved. So it's not just a story, you know. And I think that's a bad idea. And also Elton John, who is always singing live, yeah, who is never playbacking, well, said something about it, and he said it is terrible that artists are singing not real well. They are not singing on stage. They are just playbacking, and that's a bad thing, you know. I don't want to pay 70-80 euro, yes, just to see an artist jumping, yes, on playbacking, yeah. If I want to see something jumping, I'm going to turn game, yeah, to a turn sport game, yeah. But I want to see, if I'm going to a live show, I want to see that artist singing in real, yeah. And if Justin Bieber, Britney Spears, or in this case Madonna, they aren't singing for real, I will never go to their shows anymore. Never, 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 yeah. And well, this was a very sad weekend, yeah, and it was a very sad year, yeah, because, well, a lot of artists went away, and the biggest of them all passed away this weekend, and that was George Michael. And I never expected George Michael was in such a bad shape. Yeah, now you read all these stories that he was on heroin, and he was very thick, very, very thick. I saw a picture from him sitting in a restaurant, and I could not recognize him. That beautiful one. He was a very beautiful boy, and he changed in that fat guy, and he was on heroin. And well, it's such a pity that all those big artists like Amy Winehouse, well, David Bowie was not on drugs, but yeah, it was his age and this disease everybody can get. But from George Michael, nobody expected this. This guy had really, well, from the day I heard Careless Whisper, I was a fan from George, and well, I will miss this guy, and I think many of you with me. But yeah, the only thing we can say is that we have to thank him for his beautiful music he left for us. I don't have music now from him on this phone, so anyway, let's go on with the review, okay?
Everybody's looking for that something, one thing that makes it all complete. A simple line can make you laugh or cry. You'll find it in the deepest friendship.
Speaking of the devil, Britney Spears. And in 1990 it was big news when Milli Vanilli shook the world up, when everything, well, seems to be fake, yeah. But today we live in another area, yeah. If somebody tells you that Justin Bieber, when he drops his mic on stage, and that his voice just go on and go on, so everybody can see he is not singing in real, nobody cares. And if people see that Madonna isn't singing on stage, or Britney Spears isn't singing real on stage, nobody cares. Only the people who are, well, who just pay the ticket, well, they don't like it, of course. But in the news, well, it doesn't even come in the newspaper because nobody cares anymore. That's the time we're living now. But when Milli Vanilli, yes, was discovered he wasn't real, well, that was great news, and the guy lost his face terrible. And well, these days, I don't know, sophisticated music is allowed, and also playbacking probably, but not for me. I know this now, and those artists will never see me on their shows anymore, because I prefer keeping my money in my pocket, yeah, listen to a CD, yes, or watch them on a live CD on television. Is the same thing, then go to that show and see those artists singing for in fake. Yeah, these are fake artists, and Elton John is right. Yeah, there are a lot of artists, great artists, still singing live on stage. Yeah, most of them. But those artists who are faking, we have to boycott those artists, because those artists, well, you don't know which one is fake or which one is real. Yeah, at a certain moment. So stop. I say to this artist, stop singing fake. If you want to perform on stage, sing real. If you can't perform live, just don't perform live. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Well, that was in short how this thing sounds on my MSP 60 or 70. I first thought it was because of the speakers. The sound can be better. It is because of the speakers, but I just discovered that it's not because of the speakers. It is because of the amplifier itself. It sounds a little bit harshy. Yeah, and you will see that in my next video when I compare this receiver with this one. If the Marantz is working, because I never tested it before, so I hope it is working. The lights aren't working. As you can see, the lights are all out, the bulbs. But for a test, a VS test against this Sansui, it doesn't matter. I don't need the lights just for a sound test. I hope the thing is still working. Yeah. For both receivers, I paid a little money. Yeah. But I think the Marantz, because I heard this Marantz before, and the Marantz sounds beautiful. The 2238B from Marantz, and this is a 2238. Well, both sound beautiful, and I think also the looks from the Marantz is more beautiful. So, but we will see in my next video the difference, what is between these videos in sound. And for this receiver, I'm not sure if it is this unit, or maybe all the units from the TA-500 sound like this. I would say, well, you can buy it for the looks. They have a beautiful look, you know. I love these looks. But it is my first Sansui. I'm not very satisfied with, really. And I'm not sure why people ask 500 euro for this thing on eBay. I saw them for 500 on eBay, and well, I think you have to be lucky when you get 150 euro, 125. You have to be lucky. Yeah. And if they all sound like this one, I think this thing is a faulty unit. Maybe it needs service, because I can't imagine that Sansui, the first time I have a Sansui that didn't sound what I preferred, or maybe it is the speakers. Yeah, I am now used to these Canton speakers in the living room, and now every speaker sounds bad. You know, even this one, I thought they were okay. You know, in the past I thought they were okay, but now I have these Cantons, and every sound I hear now from the speakers all in my back will be bad sounding speakers in my ears. Yes, and before those Cantons, some of them were great sounding speakers, and that's the problem with this hobby. Yeah, once you are used to better quality, yeah, the older stuff, what you first prefer, is ugly in one time, just in one day. They are from good sounding speakers, bad sounding speakers. Yeah, when you are used to better quality. And for the Sansui, well, it's a nice looking receiver, you know, and I think it's just only this unit that is faulty. I'm not sure why the sound is so well, so harsh, so I'm not sure how to explain it, but I had it with the tuner, yeah, when I was cleaning the thing, but I also heard it over the over my phone that the sound isn't as great as I expected it would be, yeah. So this was my video from the Sansui TA-500, the review, yeah, and you have to wait until I come online with my VS video, yes, between this Marantz 2238 and the sound quality tested against this Sansui TA-500. I think it will be a very interesting video because both are from the same year, and they are both are black in this case. And that's why I want to do the VS tests. Okay, well, thanks for watching. If you like this video, put your thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe on my channel, and for now I say bye bye.